he has a bad night. Now, again, I think it's a legitimate question to say, is this an episode or is this a condition? And so when people ask that question, it's completely legitimate of both candidates.
By the way, not both candidates, just one candidate, and we all know it. The day before, she was angry on CNN. Now she's wondering if Joe's all there. Joining us now, Karoline Leavitt, former, now current Trump 2024 National Press Secretary. So, Karoline, do you think that President Biden will be former President Trump's opponent?
Well, I think the Democrats have gotten themselves into a serious mess, Brian, and they ultimately are going to be stuck with Joe Biden. He's already sworn to more than 3,700 delegates on the first ballot in the DNC convention next month. Joe Biden also has raised tens of millions of dollars, and it's not that easy to transfer it to another candidate. But let's be very clear. No matter what the Democrats do, and as you just played, Nancy Pelosi herself is throwing Joe Biden to the wolves. They know that they are in trouble with him, but it doesn't matter to us because President Trump will beat any Democrat that is on that ballot on November the 5th, because they have all been engaged in this massive cover-up and scandal, lying to the American people about Joe Biden's cognitive state over the last 3.5 years. The American people won't forgive them for that. And more importantly, the American people should not forgive the Democrat Party for their open border that has allowed an invasion of our country, for their tax and spend policies that have hiked up inflation to a record high, and for their weak foreign policy that is leading to war all over this world. The Democrat Party, as proven by the last several days, is the party of chaos. And we need common sense. We need a strong leader. Americans see that. That's why President Trump is now beating Joe Biden by 6 points in the latest CNN poll. And he's beating every other Dem contender that the chattering class in Washington, D.C. is talking about.
But only the vice president by 2. Does that surprise you?
No, it doesn't. And that is going to get a heck of a lot greater once we continue to expose Kamala Harris for the radical liberal that she is. If Joe Biden is incompetent by senility, Kamala Harris is incompetent by stupidity. She rivals Joe Biden for his incompetence and his weakness. She is even more liberal than he is. And once the American people fully understand where she stands on issues like abortion, on crime, defunding the police, they will realize that she is certainly not fit to lead our country, even arguably far less so than Joe Biden, if that's even believable.
So the latest fundraising numbers are out for Trump and Biden. President Trump, as you know, has raised $331 million in the second quarter, much higher than the $264 million that Biden's reelection campaign and the DNC reported. Karoline, any way for the Biden campaign to catch up to you? And what role did the court case have and the conviction have in those numbers?
Well, we're so excited about President Trump's fundraising haul, and we're most excited that this comes from millions and millions of grassroots, hardworking patriots in every single state across this country. The average donation to our campaign is just over $70, which tells you that President Trump is building the greatest political movement that this campaign has ever seen. I don't know who would give a penny to the failing, desperate, pathetic Biden campaign, especially after his disastrous performance last Thursday night. But rest assured, we are going to continue to raise money. We're going to continue to use these resources to bring President Trump's winning message to every corner of this country, including deep blue states like New Jersey, New Hampshire, Virginia, and Minnesota, where the polling has him either tied or leading Joe Biden right now.
I thought you were going to say New York, because some people think he's got a shot in New York now in single digits. No one thought that was possible, and hasn't happened since 1980. Karoline, thanks so much. Have a great weekend.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.